Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on the Bordas and Bordas Hotline. 412-575-2600 is the number to call. You can tweet us tonight at KD Pomp, at Gene Collier. We're here taking your opinions about Pittsburgh sports. Call us right here, right now, all the way until 11 o'clock, and then join us on KDK-TV at 11 for all the latest. And we'll begin with the Pirates, who are off today, and they needed a day off. They had a lot of them over the last couple of weeks, but coming back from St. Louis after losing 3 of 4, they're now in 4th place. Gene Collier, outstanding columnist of the Post-Gazette, is here. And, Gene, I don't know what to do. You know, Sean Rodriguez has started 36% of their games, and he's one of their worst hitters, and he's been a liability, actually, defensively, when you expect him to be somebody who can come in, and he's proven to play all positions. But I don't know what you do at this point in terms of his situation.
Well, there's always the DFA.
Now, you think they'd actually do that after?
Well, if the guy is not going to field, what is he going to do? And he's made 3 errors recently, so he's a non-factor. So that's when you use your DFA. Interesting.
Gene, bringing it. And you know what? Down the road, you may do that if Jung Ho Kang continues to do what he has done. And in case you missed it, he had a grand slam last week, Gene. But also,
I did miss it.
Tonight, 4 for 5, a 2-run home run, 3 singles, 3 runs batted in, a stolen base. Let's say, hypothetically, he gets on a faster track. Although I think they're going to take their time with him. But let's just say he's here sooner than later. And you had a decision to make. And your choices would be Sean Rodriguez, maybe, or David Freese, or Adam Frazier. If you're going to look at infielders, who of those 3? Would it still be Sean Rodriguez?
No, I've just DFA'd Sean Rodriguez.
Oh, so you're gone. He's not even here. You're a tough general manager.
No, I mean, I like Sean Rodriguez. He fields more positions well than almost anybody I've ever seen. And he was a very valuable player in that role. But if he's not going to glove balls and get people out, you're not going to keep him around, to hit 190, whatever he's hitting. That, this is the big leagues, and that's the way those decisions get made. As for Kang, he's too far away for me to even speculate on what might happen when he's ready. I don't see him being ready this year, for example.
Yeah, well, that'll be a long way off. If he continues to put up numbers, I think that will change. All right, the other thing that's going on is the draft tonight. Major League Baseball draft, the Pirates had a 10th pick overall, and with it, they used on an outfielder named Travis Swaggerty from South Alabama. He's supposed to be a 5-tool guy. We've seen 5-tool guys come in here and leave half those tools in the shed, but they had to make a pick, and they did, and they just picked their 2nd-round pick, Gunnar Hoglund, a right-hand pitcher. Gene, these are names we have no idea about. You can read whatever you want to read about them and hear all the scouts say what. A lot of these guys have 5 tools, but many of them won't even be in the majors. Just your take on an outfielder as opposed to a pitcher, because apparently they had some pitchers they could have taken and they chose not to.
Yeah, you can never have enough pitching, Bob. That's what I know about pitching. And all I know about these 2 players is they have good names. Gunnar's always a good name with the Pirates.
Swaggerty.
And Swaggerty, you're always looking to get your Swaggerty back. So the first 2 picks are just excellent from that standpoint. Otherwise, what's going to happen with these 2 players? That's like asking what is the weather going to be on next June 4th. I mean, who knows?
Who knows? Well, it took Austin Meadows 5 years to get here, and he was number 1 pick in 2013. There are a lot of guys that's going to take some time. It would be nice if the Pirates could come up with guys, and you look at the recent Cub drafts, for example, Chris Bryant, Ian Happ, Albert Almora was one of them. Right. Who else am I missing? They had like 5 guys who were all with their team. I think Javier Baez is one of them. Right. You need guys who come up quickly and make an impact, and those guys have done that. All right, we're watching the final 7:56 of the Stanley Cup Finals, game number 4. This has been all caps, as they like to say, hashtag all caps, especially the number 1 line. And Tom Wilson is a guy who I know a lot of people out there do not like, but man, he has some skill. You remember, he was a former first-round pick. He has been a dirty player, but he's been a productive player. You put him on the line with Ovechkin, Kuznetsov. Here's an interesting question, Gene. If they do go on and win this game the way up 3-1, if they win the series, who would be your Conn Smythe winner from their team? Because they have multiple people.
They do.
I think Ovechkin would likely get it, but Kuznetsov has 30 points already. I think Holtby has been great. What would you do?
Yeah, I think Ovechkin will get it. I agree with you, Bob, but I would give it to Holtby. I think Holtby's I know the Conn Smythe is it's hard to win, and sometimes it's hard for goalies to win, but I think he's been our best player.
Well, Riley Smith has just scored, so all of a sudden, the plot thickens. It's a 4-2 game as Vegas has 2 goals now, and you can look for them to pull the goaltender anytime soon.
Just as I gave him the Conn Smythe, he let one in.
Just as you did, yes. Kiss of death, Gene Collier right here, right now. We're going to take a break, come back with more. It's 412-575-2600. That's your number to call. Tweet us. Let us know what you think about these topics and more right here live on Pittsburgh CW.